Introduction. Access to affordable medications is a fundamental aspect of public health, yet pharmaceutical pricing issues pose significant barriers for many individuals. Advocating for equitable access to affordable medications is essential for ensuring that everyone can obtain the medications they need to maintain their health and well-being. Understanding pharmaceutical pricing. Pharmaceutical pricing is influenced by various factors, including research and development costs, manufacturing expenses, patent protections, and market dynamics. However, high drug prices often result in financial strain for patients, healthcare systems, and society as a whole. Policy advocacy. Engaging in policy advocacy is crucial for addressing pharmaceutical pricing issues. This involves lobbying policymakers to implement measures such as price controls, transparency regulations, and patent reforms to ensure fair pricing and increase access to essential medications. Promoting generic and biosimilar competition. Encouraging competition from generic and biosimilar manufacturers can help lower drug prices by offering more affordable alternatives to brand-name medications. Advocacy efforts can focus on streamlining generic and biosimilar approval processes, reducing market exclusivity periods, and combating anti-competitive practices. Supporting prescription drug importation. Advocating for prescription drug importation policies allows patients to access lower-priced medications from international markets. By lifting restrictions on drug imports and facilitating safe importation practices, individuals can benefit from more affordable options without compromising quality or safety. Demanding price transparency. Advocating for price transparency measures requires pharmaceutical companies to disclose pricing information, including production costs, research and development expenses, and profit margins. Increased transparency empowers consumers, policymakers, and healthcare providers to make informed decisions and hold manufacturers accountable for excessive pricing. Community outreach and education. Community outreach and education initiatives raise awareness about pharmaceutical pricing issues and empower individuals to take action. This can involve organizing public forums, distributing informational materials, and partnering with advocacy organizations to mobilize support for policy reforms and affordability initiatives. Collaborating with stakeholders. Building coalitions with stakeholders such as patient advocacy groups, healthcare providers, insurers, and policymakers strengthens advocacy efforts and amplifies the collective voice for affordable medications. Collaborative approaches foster innovative solutions and facilitate meaningful change in addressing pharmaceutical pricing challenges. Monitoring and evaluation. Continuously monitoring pharmaceutical pricing trends and evaluating the impact of advocacy efforts is essential for assessing progress and identifying areas for improvement. Data-driven insights inform strategic advocacy strategies and guide ongoing initiatives to promote access to affordable medications. Conclusion. In conclusion, advocating for access to affordable medications requires concerted efforts to address pharmaceutical pricing issues through policy advocacy, promoting competition, supporting importation initiatives, advocating for transparency, conducting community outreach, collaborating with stakeholders, and monitoring progress. By working together to enact meaningful reforms, we can create a healthcare system where everyone can afford the medications they need to live healthy and fulfilling lives.